Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Nat. If you're listening or watching while taking a break or pretending to be productive, you're definitely in the right place.
Hey, I'm Ethan, and today's episode feels a little special because we're right at that point where one year ends and a new one begins.
Yeah, we're going to reflect on 2025, what it taught us, what challenged us, and what we're honestly ready to leave behind.
And then we'll talk about 2026, not in a new year, new me way, but more like new year, same people, just a bit wiser.
Hopefully wiser. All right, let's get into it.
So, Nat, when you think about 2025 as a whole, what's the first feeling that comes to mind?
Honestly, overwhelmed, but not in a completely negative way. It felt like a year that constantly demanded attention. There was always something happening.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. 2025 didn't really let us coast. It pushed decisions, responsibilities, and change, whether we were ready or not.
Totally. Even the good moments required energy. I felt like I was always adjusting to work, to people, to expectations.
Let's talk about something positive. What's one thing you're genuinely proud of this year?
Consistency. Not motivation, because motivation comes and goes, but discipline. Showing up even when I didn't feel like it.
That's huge. For me, it was learning to communicate more honestly. Saying things like, I don't have the capacity right now, without feeling guilty.
That kind of honesty saves energy in the long run.
All right, honesty moment. What was your biggest struggle in 2025?
Overthinking. I spent too much time trying to make perfect decisions instead of just taking action.
I relate to that so much. For me, it was burnout. I ignored the warning signs, constant tiredness, lack of excitement, feeling easily irritated.
Burnout is scary because it doesn't show up all at once.
Yeah, and once it hits, even simple tasks feel heavy.
If you had to describe 2025 in one lesson, what would it be?
You don't need to prove your value by being exhausted. Rest isn't laziness, it's necessary.
Mine would be, it's okay to change direction. Sticking to a plan that no longer fits you isn't strength. It's ignoring yourself.
So let's look forward. What kind of year do you want 2026 to be?
Calm and intentional. I want to choose where my energy goes instead of reacting to everything.
For me, 2026 is about balance. Working hard, but also actually enjoying my life while doing it.
Enjoyment shouldn't be postponed.
Let's talk resolutions, real ones, not unrealistic ones.
My resolution is to finish what I start, even if it's imperfect.
Mine is to pause before saying yes. I want to respond thoughtfully, not automatically.
Small, consistent changes matter more than dramatic promises.
And being kind to yourself when you mess up matters even more.
All right, that brings us to the end of today's episode.
Thank you for spending this time with us and reflecting on 2025 together.
No matter what kind of year you had, it's okay if things weren't perfect.
Growth is messy, progress isn't linear, and rest is productive.
Here's to a calmer, more intentional 2026.
Take care of yourselves.
See you next time. Bye.